I can hear you. You can hear me. That's fine. All right. Okay, let's jump into it then. All right. So, let me see any announcements. No announcements. All right. Recap. All right. So you guys make your way through the village towards the Stonehill Inn. There's an air of celebration as you walk through. Groups of villagers come up to you and thank you for running out the red brands. Along the way, Silidar explains that he has come to Fanlin in search of a colleague who is part of the Lord's Alliance and who had gone missing around 2 months ago after he was meant to come and establish order and security in Fanlin. Silidar names him as Jarno Ulbrich. Your party immediately recognize the name and inform Silidar all you know of Jarno and what he is now known as Glassstaff, and that he is now known as Glassstaff. You guys then start just have a few discussions at Stonehill Inn. Beatrick, you leave to have a discussion with Halia. You arrive at the miners' exchange. You notice that there are 2 familiar men standing outside the door. She hands over a purse of gold to you for taking care of the red brands. You have a short discussion with her on the recent happenings and if she could still provide aid in search of your sister. She agrees and says she has sent word to Waterdeep at Neverwinter and will provide him with whatever information she receives, only if he agrees to do work for her and be part of her network. You then return to the inn. Ada, Sassoon and Beatrick, you also then make your way to Pavlov, where you give him the ore that you had found, and then the rest you go and sell at the miners' exchange. Whilst away, Emma, Daenerys, Nath and Sildar discuss their thoughts on the small party. He asked you 2 clerics to keep an eye on the group and report back to him on any suspicious behavior. After the discussion, Emma also leaves in search of magical goods for sale. You don't find much, but you eventually pointed to a church or shrine of Tamora where Emma finds a young-looking elf, Sister Garela. She doesn't have much in the way of magical goods and only really has a few potions. Sister Garela asks if Emma and her party could perhaps help her with an important and delicate mission. You then leave and said you'll consider and talk to the group. You all meet up once again at the Stonehill Inn, and eventually decide that you need to go find someone who might know something about Cragmore Castle. Pavlov eventually directs you to a halfling called Quaileen Alderleaf, who tell you of a powerful druid called Radoth who travels the north and who is in a place called Thunder Tree, which is just a couple of miles north. You then go to Sister Garela, and Emma introduces Sister Garela to the party. She beseeches the group of adventurers to help her obtain information from the Banshee Agatha. She offers the group any assistance they require and 3 healing potions for your help. It is now late afternoon, 4 o'clock. The sun is heading towards the horizon in the west. I don't know if you still want anything to... I know we kind of ended it with everyone going to bed, but if there's anything you want to do before it goes down and you guys go to bed, you're more than welcome to. Yes.
Sorry, just give Jeffrey and me just about 2 minutes.
Alright.
We'll be back now.
What time?
I would like to... Oh, they don't have to... I would like to use my long rest to reset my goodie bag infusion and infuse one of my hand axes.
Alright. So you can go ahead and do that then. So what are you defusing?
That would be Halia's axe of return.
Okay. So she's out there somewhere battling something, and she's gonna throw her axe, thinking it's gonna return to her, and then it's
Yes. No surprise.
She throws her axe towards the orc's head. It completely misses. She holds out her hand, waiting for its return. Oh yeah.
Please, if you have a session with them, incorporate it in. I don't care about the timeline. I just want to know that it happened in the heat of battle.
Yeah. Like she
And with her
returns
hit
once.
rate, it's
Yeah. That's one point. That's why I say she misses completely.
With a long rest, can we reset our health then?
It should automatically reset.
not-
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's a nice ringtone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let me get the.
I've got a. What is one of those things you select? A trait? Is it a trait? Is it a feature?
I don't know. I've got the.
Oh, it's my. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's part of your.
My battlesmith speciality
Mm-hmm.
is that if I use a magical weapon, which an infusion turns a weapon into magical, I can use my my spellcasting modifier as my hit modifier.
Oh, right.
With
If
that
you're using
weapon.
that specific weight, is that under features and traits, eh?
Yes. I just want to find the specific one for you. Battle ready.
Yeah, I just saw it now.
You gain proficiency with a martial weapon, and when you attack with a magic weapon, you can use your intelligence modifier instead of strength or dexterity modifier for the attack and the damage rolls.
Perfect. Okay. So, but that's only if
So,
it's
yeah.
magical. So you're infusing your axe, so it's classified as magical now.
Yes.
So you'll be able to use your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
All right.
So that gives me a +7 on hit.
Okay. Cool. Sure. Blux.
And my damage is 1d6 +5.
Okay. Well, if you hit, that's a hit. I mean, that's fine. And I mean, that's the hardest part. I mean, a +6 is flipping massive. +7, sorry, +7. I've got the Spotify playlist going, so whoever wants to listen along, you can. Beatrick, anything else you'd like to do, Adol?
No.
Alright.
I'm not sure. Let me just think about it for a second.
So what are your infusions? You got the hand axe now, you got the bag of holding, and then what's the other one you've got?
No, there's only 2. If I'm not
Oh, do you only get 2 infusions? I thought you had 3.
Yeah, I also thought I had 3. But if I go to my infusions, come on, click.
Oh, you only have 2.
When do I get it? Yeah, I only have 2. Oh, I have 4 magical tinkerings. But I don't. There's too much stuff with an artificer. That is my.
I think it's
beginner friendly.
I think it's like that with all the classes. As soon as you start leveling up, you do get a ton of different features and traits that you need to start keeping track of. So,
but I mean, I've got.
Yeah.
No. Finish them.
No, you go ahead. I was gonna jump to the others if they wanted to do something, but you can finish off.
Yeah, no, I want to meta game. So.
No, meta game is fine.
It's like I've got Roger and I've got the parrot. You know, and all this magical tinkering stuff I can do, and yeah, I'm not playing it to the fullest yet.
Yeah, look,
it's.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all kind of beginners, so I'm sure it takes a little bit of time to figure out the best combination and how to use things. So I wouldn't worry too much. Obviously, there might, I mean, there's things you could do and can do with what you have, but don't feel pressure to use or do whatever. So just as long as it's above board or whatever, like you're not. But I know no one will do it purposefully, if that makes sense.
No.
All right, Emma, anything you'd like to do?
Well, basically, I'd like to practice my spells.
All right, so you're preparing your spells for the next day, keeping in mind what that day might hold and what you guys might be getting up to.
Yeah, and I suppose the shops close at what time there in Vanderlyn?
Sorry? Oh, what time the shops close?
How late is it?
At probably around 5. So you got about half an hour if you wanted to get something.
Yeah, I'd like to get my hands on some parchment.
Oh yeah, just remember, as a cleric, some of your spells might require some object or something, but only if you have to pay for it. If you don't have to pay for it, then you use your spell focus, which is your symbol of your goddess or whatever. So just keep that in mind. All right, so you want to find somewhere that sells parchment.
Yes.
All right, so you that's easy enough. It's not a big. All right.
Yeah, the sound is breaking up quite badly.
My sound or your sound? Can you hear me okay?
Sure, honestly. It could be on our side as well because there's quite a storm brewing this side.
Let me quickly just test my network again, but it should be okay. Alright, so you head off to Barthen's Provisions, and you meet quite a friendly fellow, quite jolly. Hang on, let me find him. Yeah, you meet a guy called Almar Barthen, who owns Barthen's Provisions. Good day, good afternoon. I'm just about to close up. Is there anything I can get you?
Good afternoon. Yes, please. I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
That's okay.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like some parchment.
Parchment? I can do that for you. Anything specific, or just plain old parchment?
Just plain old parchment will do.
Alright, that's fine. How much would you need?
Now about 3 to 4 sheets. 3 sheets.
Okay, not a problem. That will just go. That'll be 2 copper.
I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anything else?
Well, what do you have that might be of interest to someone that comes through your town?
Well, I stock all kinds of general goods. Anything from provisions, what you call it, it's rations for those who are going out towards the mines. I've got some mining equipment. I've got rope, and nothing too special or anything. But we've got cloaks. We've got clothing. Any general need goods that you might be looking for. It's still quite cold out there, my lady. I think you might want a thicker cloak whilst out and about, perhaps.
Well, indulge me in your cloaks. Let me see what you
All right.
have.
Well, I've got not a wide selection, and you see he points to this rack of cloaks. There must be about 6 or 7, all of like just variant shades, going anywhere from brown, quite dark brown, black almost, and then through the brown colors, then going to like a dark, deep green, all the way to like a sage, lightish sage green. Unfortunately, I don't have much in terms of style or color, but these cloaks are quite thick and warm and should keep you nice and comfortable in a cold night.
Yeah, but I've got a blanket. Why should I take a cloak? Is there anything
Well, I mean, if
special
you
about this cloak?
not necessarily. I mean, if you're traveling and it's cold, it will keep you warm. I mean, do you walk with a blanket around you? And it will allow for easy
No.
access to. Oh, well, there we go. It will allow easy access to your weapons and whatever accoutrement you might need when dealing with I don't know, with whatever you deal with.
Is this guy the Wolf of Wall Street? What the hell's happening?
How much does it weigh?
It weighs it's not much. It's 2 pounds perhaps.
Where do I see again how much I can still carry with me? Okay, there it's where I carried 38.46 pounds. How much can I carry?
Well, you should be able to carry it. I mean, it's only like a pound. It says weight carried. If you click on it, it says
Click
it
on
gives
weight carried. Yeah.
yeah, it gives you your carrying capacity. So you can carry 180 pounds, and at the moment you only have 38.
Oh, I see. You don't have anything maybe in a nice plum or a purple?
Unfortunately, not. We are simple folk out here. We don't stock fashionable clothing, unfortunately. But I'll make sure to get some next time, so that next time you come by, I'll definitely have.
Very well, sage it will be.
Sage, perfect. That will be 1 gold, please.
On gold. Cheers.
Not expensive at all. Okay, so I go to gold and
Yeah.
then I
So you click on there. Oh, there. My fingers. And then, okay. Say 1. Remove.
We also
Sorry,
have
I just
yes.
the copper, the parchment I'm buying or bought or whatever.
Yes.
I don't have any copper pieces. How do I
So
one
then
gold
just
piece?
100 gold pieces equals 100 copper is 1 gold piece. So just remove.
Okay.
1 gold, and you add 100 coppers.
Okay, so it's 1 gold.
Remove 1 gold. You add 100 copper pieces.
Yeah.
Down, lower. Yeah. 100. Add. Then you just remove whatever you spent on copper.
Okay, and the parchment was, sorry, how much each?
It was 2 copper for your 4 parchments. 4 pieces of parchment.
So 2 coppers in total.
Yeah, 2 in total.
That's what you say.
Can I maybe add please another, I've got, yeah, if I could have 5 pieces of sheets of parchment please.
5 pieces of parchment.
Yeah, 5 sheets please.
5 sheets. Okay, that will just be an extra copper, please. And you see the parchment he gives you isn't like the best. It's quite rough. Like it's not smooth paper. Like you can see a lot of the fibers of whatever material or plant material they'd used to create this parchment. It looks it's serviceable, but nothing special or fancy.
It's okay, I'm an elf, we're in touch with nature.
We also have a couple of other things. If I don't know if you might like, we've got lanterns and or lamps. I don't know if you need a ladder, maybe. We also have or ink. Do you require ink? We've got ink and unfortunately no quills, but I mean you can find any old feather and use that as a quill.
I'm good, thank you. I've got my ink and a ladder. I think would be a bit much to carry.
Okay.
A rope? Entertain me with the rope.
Yeah, we've got rope. How much rope do you need? We got two different kinds of rope. We've got this hempen rope, and he shows you like just a plain hempen rope. This is 50 feet. This will just run you a single gold piece. But then we've got this much stronger and finer silk rope. This is quite difficult to actually find, and our miners prefer using the silk rope when they're going down the shafts and so forth, because it's more reliable. And this will run you 15 gold pieces for this silk rope.
Is the silk rope heat resistant?
Unfortunately not, no. Silk burns pretty easily. Gives a small chuckle.
How much you want for the silk?
15 gold.
Yeah, that's a bit much for something that's going to burn in any case. No,
But,
I'm good, thank you.
Alright, that's fine. It will keep you secure though if you're falling a long distance and you need something sturdy and strong to catch you. Your ordinary hempen rope might, I suppose it would definitely help you if you were by yourself, but the silk rope it could probably hold up to 3 or 4 of you. It's quite strong, but no, that's fine.
Can you wrap it up? Can I pay, please?
Yes, please. Not a problem. And then he just takes like a sheets, like a brown paper bag type thing, but it's not a bag. It's just like a sheet of brown paper, and kind of wraps it up for you. Just put a small little hemp thing, twine or whatever you want to call it. Wraps it up. Here you go. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Please come back anytime.
Before I go, can I ask something?
Yes.
What can you tell me about the little town of Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree. Well, I don't know too much about it. I do know that it was destroyed during a volcanic eruption quite a few years ago, and it was overrun. It was also overrun with undead, apparently. So I'm not sure how true that is. I know not many people venture there anymore, as the woods of Neverwinter can be quite dangerous, and any ruins often hide danger. So I know a few adventurers probably head that way to seek riches. I know the town used to be pretty well off. It was a woodcutting town, but they made good money off the large trees they used to get from Neverwinter wood, and because they were so well situated on the river, they could float it down towards Neverwinter. So no, it was quite a prosperous town from what I recall, but I mean that was before my time, so I that's just what I've heard.
Any rumors on the inhabitants of Thunder Tree?
I couldn't tell you. I haven't really paid much interest in Thunder Tree. I'm sure you'd find all sorts of things there. I couldn't tell you.
Very well.
Farewell, young lady, and good luck on your adventures.
Same for you. Thank you very much. So Emma basically turns around and go find the rest of the group.
All right. Beatrix, anything you'd like to do?
Okay. Obviously, I took my rest. I just wanted to, make sure get my health back up. But once I'm up, I'll just check my equipment, make sure everything is ready. Tell me, is Sildar somewhere around?
You go downstairs to look for him, and you don't see him hanging about the Stonehill Inn.
Okay.
Oh shit. you ask around, and Toblin, the manager of Stonehill Inn, says, "Oh, he came through in the morning. He was up quite early. He head out. He didn't ask or say where he was going, so he's not really sure."
Okay, so there's no indication of where he could be.
No, you can go out and ask around, but you're not quite sure where he is at this exact moment. No.
Alright, I'll go outside, and if I can just ask someone or the first person I come across if they've seen him.
All right, you walk around and you see an oldish lady, oldish, probably in her 60s, but quite brown skin, a lot of wrinkles. Busy setting up a stall there in the square, just putting out what looks to be like quite oldish bread. It looks a little tough. It looks hard. It looks like stones that she's busy packing out onto her little stall there. Yes. What can I do for you? Would you like to purchase some of my delicious breads?
No, ma'am. Sorry, I'm not looking for breads. I'm just wondering if you saw somebody that I'm looking for.
Ah, okay. Who are you looking
Will
for?
it help if I... There's an oldish gentleman, warrior type, a soldier. You would call maybe a grave.
Yes, I think I remember seeing this handsome gentleman about. And I think I might know where he is.
Okay, but
But nothing.
can you tell me where he is?
I could tell you, yes.
What?
I don't know.
Alright, I see where this is going. You want me to buy one of your breads?
Yeah, well, they are fresh. And she kind of like taps on one, but it sounds like she's knocking on wood.
Well, if I'm not going to hit it, it sure as hell sounds like it can be a good weapon, so I'll get one, it's fine.
Alright, that's 5 silver, please.
5 silver for this brick of wood.
Well, it's for the bread and the information.
Oh, wow. Information doesn't come cheap, eh?
When does it ever?
Alright, that's also fair enough. How about 4 silver?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Alright. Hang on, I'm moving from laptop to laptop.
Oh, that's okay.
Seven.
No, I think 5 will do.
Ah, man, you do not let go easy, do you? Alright, 5 it is.
Ah, thank you. Well,
Okay.
I saw him enter the town master's, the town master's hall.
And Master's Hall.
Yes.
Alright, thank you. I'll go there.
Oh, only a pleasure, young one, and please come back anytime and purchase one of my lovely breads and enjoy it.
I'll definitely do that. Folks, just remind me, how do I get to the coins again?
Under inventory,
Yeah.
and then top right of the box, you'll see your coins.
Oh, I see them.
Yeah.
How many gold is silver?
10 silver. 1 gold is 10 silver.
Okay, so let me just do this quickly because I need to add some silver then. Okay, in the meantime, I'll make my way to the town's hall then.
All right. Yeah, easy enough. And the door is open. Do you walk in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk in, and sitting at a desk, you see the quite fat, overweight town master. What's his name? I have to see go to him now. Yeah, Harbin Wester. You see him sitting there. He's red-faced. His eyes looking really tired. He's sitting over like a stack of paper. It's you. Well, how can I help you?
I'm looking for someone.
Who are you looking for?
Elderly
Ah,
warrior, soldier.
Sildar. He's just around the corner here. And you go around the corner, and there you see sitting, also at a desk, looking at some papers. You see Sildar. Beardrick, please come on in. Just getting an early start on things here. Please come have a seat. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to change some words,
Yeah,
gain some information.
of course.
Yeah. You seem the warrior type. Are you a paladin?
No, I used to be a general in the Griffin cavalry of Waterdeep, but those were the heydays. At the moment, I just more of a veteran of and seen many battles, so nothing. I wouldn't really have a label on myself, if I can put it that way. I'm more just a helper of those in need.
Oh, I mean.
But yes, I know how to. And he kind of taps his sword. You hear the clinking. I know how to use my blade, so no, don't worry about that. I may look old, but these bones can still move.
Oh, not at all. I was just about to say, it looks like you've seen your fair share of action, so I've got no doubt you can handle it yourself.
Indeed.
Yeah. I was just wanting to know if you, by any chance, know anything about the lady in the miners exchange.
Yes, hell yeah. She's a little. I don't know too much about her. I have sent word to Waterdeep and Neverwinter, to my contacts there, to find out if they know anything about this Halia character. There's something about her I don't quite trust. She's got a bit of a, how can I put it, shadowiness about her, if I can put it that way.
Oh, for what it's worth, I've had 2 interactions with her so far, and pretty much got me nothing. So.
Right. What are your impressions?
Well, every time I've asked her for something, she wants something in return. So it's pretty much you have to keep work.
All right. Well, that sounds like any good business person would sounds like any good business person. What else can you tell me about it? What were your discussions about?
Well, this is why I came to see you. I overheard that you came to this side due to a dark force, if I'm correct.
Sorry, say that again.
I overheard that you're in this area due to
yes.
dark force.
There's well, firstly, I came to investigate what happened to Yarno, because we hadn't heard from him in 2 months, and he was meant to keep in regular contact. And there has been worrying reports of things happening, and even whilst I was going through Leyland, there was some demon devil attack on the town, and we being the two, Emma and Daenerys, we managed to help the town of Leyland. But yes, there's strange happenings all about, and I mean Coneyberry, that was attacked a few months ago and destroyed, and the darkness that hangs over there, and there are sightings and the goblin activity. There's just something fishy. I don't know if they're related or not, but something's afoot, that's for sure.
Something is afoot, I agree. My concern is that it might be related to the same thing that I'm looking for.
And what are you looking for?
Somebody I know.
Someone you know. So does this someone you know, are they the cause of what's going on?
I don't know, but it seems like she's involved more than I care to mention. It sounds like the force following her around that's equal to what you're looking for.
That's so interesting. And so is this person a force of good or evil?
Well, I mean, I would say good, but right now, judging from everything that's happened and the words and the rumors, maybe it's changed.
sorry to hear that. It's never good when someone close to you, which I'm assuming this person is,
Yes.
heads towards the dark side. Well, if you give me a description or tell me a bit more about her, perhaps I can try help you out.
Oh, she's not too far from what I look like since we are siblings.
Oh, right. Okay, so siblings. Oh, that's even more. Okay, you see him kind of making
Yeah,
notes as you're busy talking.
Pretty much take me and just add long hair to it. That's
Right. Kind of gives you a bit of a, like, under these bushy brows, like the one raises, like, little, looking at you a little suspiciously. All right, so you say okay, so also then from the Shadowfell, also Netherese.
Yes.
And her name? Do you get,
Olga
yeah?
Thurbush.
All right.
Olga.
Olga. All right. Well, I'll send out a word to Neverwinter and Waterdeep in the towns, Leyland, and see if anyone's heard anything or seen anything. I mean, people from the Shadowfell are difficult to miss. Well, unless you know what you're looking for. You do look like an ordinary person. I mean, you are technically human, but obviously from a different plane. How is it that you ended up on the prime material?
Oh, that's a long story.
Okay. Well, you like you to tell it to me one day. I think I'd like to understand the going-ons and what's happening. I know you're short of time, so that's okay. But just keep that in mind.
Let's say that if let's manage to sort everything out first, and then we can sit together, and I'll happily tell you everything.
Sounds good. I'll be happier for that. And so, what are you trying to achieve here yourself? I know you say you're looking for someone, but what direction are you looking in, and why? Is it because of these happenings, or like you say, this connection?
Primarily was to find her again, because we had obviously split up due to unforeseen circumstances. But from hearing and seeing, I want to first find out if she is the cause of everything that's happening behind, around here.
When last did you see her?
Yeah, let's just say my priorities have to, I won't say have changed, but they'll be needing to be looked over again. Because first was to save her and find her and reunite with her, but if she's become this, what I think is this dark evil force, then I'll have to see what's happening, if I can save her or not.
Right. Well, no one's ever truly lost until, well, yeah. There's always a way back.
Exactly.
But when last did you see her, and where?
Well, that's not part of the long story, but last time I saw her was before a mission, and then the mission didn't quite pan out the way it was supposed to. And then it's been about 8 years, maybe more than that now, since I've seen her last.
Sure. Okay. So you're not really sure where or where she is and what she's doing. Okay.
A lot could have happened between now and then, and yeah, we'll have to find out what's happening.
And you say you saw her in the region, right? Or not you, but you've heard rumors of her.
Yes.
Okay.
Not good rumors, sadly, but.
All right. I'll see if I can. What were the rumors? What were people saying, or who said what?
Oh, it was more descriptions than rumors. People describing this vision they had of this person following this evil force, and it sounded a lot like her. Dark hair, very pale complexion, adventurer. So yeah, I mean, it matched her a lot. And even one of my friends was with us, seemed that he had visions of her.
All right. Okay, I'll keep an eye out and ear to the ground.
I'd appreciate that.
It's just doing my job.
Oh,
Doing my job, unlike this lazy town master here. Kind of speaks up a little louder, making sure that
hears him.
Harbrin, hears him.
All right, cool.
All right. Well, okay, Bedrick. If there's anything else you need or would like to tell me, my ears are always open, and please come see me anytime.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, I suppose I have one more question.
Yes.
Town Master, what's your take on him? Is there anything funny?
Who? Sorry? The Town Master.
Town Master.
No, he's just a lazy bum. Just enjoys the comforts of life without having to do any work. He's a fat, pompous old fool, I think. And look, he's not I don't think he's bad at heart or anything, but he doesn't do much for this village, I'd say. I mean, I tried to get in this morning to look at some of the records here, and he was still fast asleep. I had to rouse him from his bed. So, yeah. Hopefully I can whip him into some shape and get him excited about getting this town up and running, and take it from a village to a town. I mean, there's so much potential in this little village. A lot of riches in the hills nearby, and wild game in the hills. Lots of productive economic activity that can happen here if just had the right person running the town. And look, with a bit of close watching and tight fists, I'm sure Harbin can be a good town master. Not the best, but passable.
Oh, it sounds like you have the right idea on how to run the town. Perhaps you should throw your name in the mix.
I'm too busy to run a town. Too much happening, and I've got to be elsewhere. My skills are needed all over the north here, so won't really have much time for that.
What kind of records was he supposed to look at?
Who, me or Harbin?
Harbin.
He's not meant to look at any records. He's meant to be keeping them. He's meant to be making sure that people are paying their taxes and the correct amounts, and who's in town, and how many people are here, the vendors that are selling their goods, making sure that they have the correct permits, making sure that there's some sort of town militia that can protect the village if something were to happen. Just basic looking after town business.
Yeah, you're right. Sounds like a wrong person in the wrong position.
Exactly. So hopefully he can get things up and running. He knows what needs to happen. He's just bloody lazy.
That's it.
All right. Anything else that I can help you with?
That's good.
All right.
That's all, sir. Thanks for your...
Good luck, Bedrick, and please, I'd also appreciate Galrin Fohammer. I've known him for many years. He makes fine weapons. And he kind of taps his sword on his side. He made this one for me personally, and I hope he's still okay. So please, make haste.
We could all do with a fine weapon, so I'm sure we'll find him soon.
Right. Good day.
Excellent. Yes. Alright, then I'll just go and find the other guys.
All right. Jeffrey and Al, is julle terug?
I'm back.
All right, sweet. What are you guys wanting to do?
It seems like I have enough rations still, so I pretty much want to get on the way to Thunder Tree.
All right. And anyone else? Daenerys?
I would just like to buy some rashers. Sorry.
Rashes. Okay. That's easy enough done.
Rashers.
You can. There's a bunch of vendors all over the square that's they're busy setting up, or you can just go to Barthen's Provisions and just get some rations. There, you made me say rashes. Rations.
How much does it cost? Just get it.
I'll tell you now. Right. Do have it here. struggling to find it now. Oh yeah, okay. It's 1 gold per ration.
Per
But
ration. One
yeah, well,
gold per ration.
Yeah, well, it's a full day's worth of ration. So 1 ration lasts you a full day.
Jesus.
And I mean, it's processed food that takes time to. I mean, it's long. It's like cured meats and jerky and dried fruit and nuts and stuff like that. So it's made to last. And it's yeah. Well, I mean, it's 1 day's worth of food.
Sure. 1 day. Where did you get 1 gold? The stuff I find is 5 silver pieces.
Oh, so sorry. Okay, well, 5 silver then. I was looking.
Oh no. It's 1 copper.
1 copper. Let me
I'm
also
trying
just
my
look
luck
at-
here now.
Hey.
No, it's 5 silver.
Alright, so then
I
5
just, when
silver.
you said okay 5 silver, I thought maybe I could get away with.
Alright, 5 silver then. How many days do you need? Where the frick is it? I swear I had it, yeah. And I'm quite sure it was 1 gold. It says 1 gold here, but that's what I wrote down. Like, personally, I didn't. It's not what.
I think we can check in inventory.
Yeah, go under inventory.
Rations 1 day. Let's read. Cost half a gold piece. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
It's £2. Yeah. Rations consist of dry food suitable for extended travel, including jerky, dried fruit, and hardtack and nuts. What's hardtack?
It's like a cookie, but it's basically, yeah, it's basically a flavorless biscuit.
Oh, like
Just gonna go
dried bread.
pee quick, guys.
Yeah, they would usually mix it into like a weird soup, and then it would be almost eatable. But yeah, it was very hard, like wood.
Yeah. I think I'll just get 10 days worth. Then I have some extra. Where is the one? Don't I have any left? Is alles okay daar, Jeffrey?
Ag, net 'n bietjie drama hierdie kant.
Okay, ja,
Hierdie
nee.
keer met my ma, so jy weet, bietjie 'n lekker change of pace.
Ah, yes. Hey.
En dit gaan oor spelling, want ek kan nie spel nie. En ek is nou vernedering tot die hele familie.
Ja, maar jy was 'n vernedering voor ons geweet het jy kan nie spel. As dit jou help, jy weet.
Ja, nee, natuurlik doen dit.
Ja.
Alright, I heard you subtract 10 days worth, so that's 5 gold.
Well, I'm gonna pay with silver. So
Alright, then that's 100 silver. Wait, no? 5 silver,
20.
so that's 50. You're taking 10 days.
Oh, it's 5 silver. Yes. So it's 50 silver.
Yeah.
And in gold that is 25.
It's
Oh,
it's
no,
5
pay
gold.
Sorry.
No, it's
Yeah,
five
5 gold.
Yes, 5 gold. Okay, oh, that makes sense. I don't know how. To my rations, yes. Quantity. Aha. Okay. I think I only had one left. I don't know where I bought, but I just set it to 10. It's fine. 5. Okay. I'm still rolling in it. Ya knows. So
All right. So anybody, anything else or?
no, I'm ready for an adventure now.
Okay. All right. So you all gather outside the Stone Hill Inn after running quick errands in the morning. What are your plans, guys? What are you doing?
Everybody ready to be on our way?
Yes, I are ready.
All right. And
Oh, sorry. You're faded out a little.
Yeah, I'm sitting at a distance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then we head on again. I'll bring up the rear. Beatrix, if you take points, since you're probably both the most sneakiest and most observant.
Alright, I'll do that.
Yes. Then Roger and Adar will take center fender.
Who is everybody here? It's
Still need Emma and
And
Darius.
Khaleesi.
Lucy. That was a matter of time.
Yeah.
all right.
I think just put them one in front. Oh, just both of them in front of me. And then let's. So I don't think we expect anything now.
I'll put my head
Where's
like
that?
a bit of distance from roll 20.
I mean,
Okay.
in front of who?
Adar. Adar.
Okay, I'll be quite ahead. Checked.
So we agree we're going north to find this druid guy.
Yeah, and we have more or less a direction to go, and I think we're staying along the route of the woods or going through. I can't remember.
Yes.
Our goal essentially is to find out what the location of Craigmore Castle. What is it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So we have to find the druid at Thunder Tree.
Yes.
Do we know where Thunder Tree is, right?
Yes. I even believe we have a small map.
Yes. Okay. Let's go.
All right. And your party sets off, heading north, mostly north. Well, if you follow you follow the road out. Whoever's taking watch or lead and watch. Okay, just also on Roll20, you guys can just put yourself in your marching order.
Edric's taking watch lead.
Alright, and Emma and Daenerys, you must also just set where you guys are.
Well, we're supposed to be just in front of Ador. I'm not sure if it's a little right in front of him or a little to the left, a little to the right.
Okay, that's fine.
Check it all about.
Right?
Okay, then I'll situate myself.
I think that was Mambo number 5, if I remember correctly.
Focus, focus. Um,
Yeah, just straight in
Right.
front of Adar.
That's it.
little to the right, maybe.
All right, that's fine. All right, so with if you're traveling at a normal pace, looking at the map and from what you've heard, it should take you about 2 days, and you should arrive at Thunder Tree late afternoon, evening of the second day. All right, so you guys make your way off. Pretty calm. The day is beautiful. It's quite chilly in the morning. It's around 8 o'clock as you set off. Those in the lead, just like you to make a perception check for me, please.
Cool.
Or those watching. So only 2 of you make perception, or 1 can roll double, roll twice.
I can roll, or
I can roll twice, I don't mind either way. Or someone can assist me, I mean, it's go away.
100%.
Yeah, let Emma can do it.
Yeah.
okay, let Emma do it.
Do it, Emma.
No pressure.
Oh wow, even better. I got 16, she got 20, so.
I'll say.
Alright. So, as you guys make your way north, coming out of the foothills, or even going down to the slope towards the north, there's birds singing in the air. And it seems pretty peaceful. A lot of little critters rushing about in the underbrush. You make it to the T junction of the tribal trail, and as you get there, you can just far off in the distance, because it's still slightly downhill, you can just make out Neverwinter Wood quite far off. You just see the sea of trees kind of stretching out, and then rising up a little bit in the far distance. It's taken you about half a day's travel to reach where you are at this point. You've come, like I've said, to the T junction, and at this point is where on the map Quaileen Alderleaf had given you, where she says this is where the old Thunder Tree route would lead, heading north past Neverwinter Wood. So are you guys going to follow the small path, or are you going to take the roundabout route going towards Neverwinter?
Do we know how much of a delay it's going to be to go around?
You're gonna probably add an extra day and a half to go around.
My vote is then for through.
Yeah, let's go through, I would say the same thing.
Okay. Let's go through.
Alright. Now I'd need whoever's looking for the trail to make a survival check for me, please.
Just say again, you broke up?
Whoever's looking for the trail needs to make a survival check.
Alright.
So who's looking for the trail? Because there's no clear track, there's no clear path. You can see a few animal tracks and paths heading.
I'll try, but my survival is very low. I rolled a 10.
I'll also look for the trail.
Yeah.
Alright.
I rolled a 12.
Alright, so you guys look around, you find, you're not sure if it's an animal or a human path or whatever, but you know that people don't often walk in that direction, so you know it's north, and you know you need to kind of follow along Neverwinter Wood, so you just head off along whatever path. It's not really quite clear, and you make your way forward. Continuing throughout the day, there isn't too much strangeness about. You don't see any humans or people walking around, and it's quite peaceful. You see this rolling hills, a couple of clumps of trees here and there. You travel for most of the day before the sun starts setting. Is there anything anybody would like to do along the walk?
No. fine.
Yeah, I'm also good.
All right, so the sun starts setting, and you guys need to find a place to camp. You've just reached the edge of Neverwinter Wood.
Folks,
Yes.
hang on, Emma wanted to jump in there.
All right. Yes.
Can I just do a check to see whether everything's really as pretty as it is?
Yeah. I was including it in that original roll, but no, you roll again if you want to make another look to see if everything is above board and everyone's
That
behaving.
would be perception, right?
Yeah, perception. Yeah. Yeah, it's been
Exactly like you.
7. Yeah, it's been a bit of a long day for you. You haven't rested too much since coming back, and you're a little bit tired, and your concentration is dropping a little bit. As you reach the wood, the forest is quite beautiful and ancient, and you're almost taken in by it, absorbed by the look and feel of it, and you feel quite at peace, and you don't see anything strange about. All right, who's looking for campsites? Need you to roll.
I will.
All right, make a perception check.
My assistant?
Yeah, so roll with advantage.
Okay, first one is 12. Second one is 8.
8. All right. Yeah, you find a campsite. No, you find you eventually come along this trail that you can kind of make out. It looks to have been an old used wagon track. It looks ancient. It's quite overgrown, and but it seems like it used to be a path. And then just off of it, there's a small stream, and you decide this is a good enough spot. Literally just off this to the side of this this path that you were on.
Okay.
And there's a stream running to the side, so you thought, okay, this is good enough. Not much around, a couple of trees around you, a few rocks, and quite a nice open clearing. Yeah, the forest here is it's almost like towards the end. There's quite a lot of trees. You're on the edge of the forest, but there's still trees like kind of clumped to the western side, and then thicker, obviously, to the east and across the river, even thicker. But yeah, it seems like a good enough spot to camp down for the night. You see the sun busy setting in the west as you guys make your way there. All right. What are you guys doing?
Well, if we're gonna camp, I suppose we should take turns again and do night watch.
I think that's
Yeah, I'll also use a few hours to do my kitan and incorporate the sling into it to get a few hours of training in on the sling as well.
All right, roll a d20 for me for the sling training.
So soon, if you're gonna practice the sling, I've got something really, really hard that you can chuck. I bought this piece of
I think
bread from an
it's-
old lady.
The stuff is in the way, but I think I rolled the natural 20.
Nice. All right. Yeah, you're starting
Yeah,
to.
sure.
Yeah, you're starting to really get the hang of using that sling. Hang on. I'm gonna mark that as a double success. You feel like you're really getting the hang of it, and you know that within a day or two, or within a few days, you'll be a pretty good shot with the sling. Call it proficient. Yeah.
As I see so soon practicing and getting really good, I go over to him and I give him the hard loaf of bread. I say, I'm sure if you can hit somebody with this and you'll kill him per shot.
I added to my ammo pack.
Well, let's say you put it out for target practice. Why don't you roll to hit with the sling? And because you rolled that natural 20, I'll say add your your bonus proficiency modifier.
17.
Ah, that hits. You can describe how you set it up and whatever.
So I set it up just like on the edge of a tree or something, and I just take a rock and I just try and slice one piece off the edge, but because it's so hard, it just completely just splinters, and there's just breadcrumbs flying everywhere.
Nice.
Ah, I see Sassoon feeding the birds, eh?
Right.
Do you guys think it's a good idea to make a small campfire, or we not risk it?
Well, our surroundings seems pretty calm. So, I mean, we could always do a campfire. But the thing is, any fire or smoke will attract attention if it's far away as well. So,
No, I think it's fine then.
It does feel in the evenings it's still pretty chilly, and yeah, no, it's up to you guys what you'd like to do.
we are doing night watch, so I suppose if we do start a fire, we'll be ready for anything that comes towards us.
I think we start a small fire.
Oh.
Adar starts a small fire.
Alright, so and you get a nice comfortable fire going. You all sit around, and you guys can also just subtract a day's worth of rations as you just sit and get comfortable for the night. It's pretty dark at the moment, the campfire giving off a nice soft light between the brush. Alright.
Okay.
Who's anything else anybody would like to do before we head into watches? Is that gonna say?
No, but
Oh no, okay, thanks. Alright, so yeah, say that again.
Sorry, I was just yeah, sorry.
no. I just want to say there's nothing I don't want to do, but I'll take the first watch.
Okay, Addo on the first watch. Anybody joining him, or are you just going aces?
I think I'll just go alone. It's fun because it's still, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, me and Roger's fun.
Alright, so you and Roger will take first watch. Yeah, that's perfect. Who's taking second watch?
Bedrick will take second watch.
Bedrick. Alright. Who's taking third then?
I'll take third watch.
Okay, Emma third. And fourth.
You don't think we should do it in teams of 2 at least?
Yeah, there's still 2 people, so I mean.
Do you know what? Oh yeah. And then I think just put Jeffrey and Anal for fourth watch then.
Alright, are they happy with that? Oh, did Jeffrey just say that they got to quickly jump off?
Oh, okay, alright. Well, let's assume
I don't know, did they? Jeffrey, are you guys there, or did they jump off?
No.
Oh,
no.
sorry. Yes, we're just quickly discussing something. We'll be back now.
No,
yeah,
fine.
I think we're fine with that watch.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. So they're taking fourth.
That's right.
Sassoon and Daenerys on fourth. Emma on third. And Beardrick second, Adolf first.
That's right.
Alright. Okay, so okay, anything else anybody would like to do? Or can we get into the watches?
I think I can get into it.
All right, sweet.
Going to-
Okay, so first watch Adar and Roger. So you guys, you guys. So like I said, you're just kind of off this path in this thicket of not super thick trees, but you can still see like between the gap of trees the path that you're kind of following or that you found that kind of goes along the edge of the forest. And you decide, do you want to set up your watch like on the path, like on the little path that kind of leads out, or do you want to set up your watch just right like in the camp area?
I think just a bit of the camp area towards the road as you described, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Towards the path.
Yeah, so that you get a good view of what's happening on the path and stuff. All right, that's cool. Okay, so you both, it is dark, you can't see well, although you do have night vision, so you just roll a normal perception because it is at disadvantage technically, and you are two, so you'll just roll a normal. It cancels each other out because there are two of you, so just roll a normal perception, either you or Roger. So you can choose who. If Roger has the higher perception, then you can use Roger's stats or you can use your stats.
What is his perception?
If you,
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Perception is wisdom. No, no. It's me. 18.
nice. Yeah, so you sit and you keep a lookout. It is pretty dark. Do you have a torch or anything, or actually, if you have a torch, you might roll normal if you want within the specific area.
No, it's fine. I don't think of a torch. No, it's fine.
Alright.
It's fine.
So
It's fine.
you keep
Getting
a listen.
my eyes
Yeah. Well, you
acclimated
see
to
60
the-
feet around, and you keep a good listen and look out, and you just make off a distant, almost recognizable sound. Hang on, let me quickly get some other. I'm just gonna get some other ambience music going. Where am I? No. Alright, here we go. Some ambience. Alright, so often your watch starts, everyone's kind of bedding down for the night, and off in the distance, it sounds pretty far away, you hear this noise. This is about an hour into your watch, this almost like a high pitched but at the same time gravelly wail, quite far off. Let me just think. Yeah. You're not quite sure what noise that is, and are you or yeah, what would you like to do? Firstly, let me ask that.
You said it's quite far off.
Yeah, it sounds like it's really like quite a distance away. You only just make out the noise with that 18 perception.
Okay, then I do nothing.
All right. Yeah, so you hear the usual night noises, an owl swooping over, some animal hunting in the underbrush. You hear a low growl before you hear the squeaking noise of whatever it was catching its prey, and then darting off into the brush again. You don't see these things. These are more what you hear. And just looking around in your immediate vicinity, it's pretty dark. The moon is about half, I think, at this point. I suppose good to check. But it's pretty dark out there. But your watch comes and goes without too much bother. Just a normal night out, quite peaceful, beautiful. In fact, the stars above you shining bright. Anything else you'd like to do before you end your watch?
I would like to confirm something. Does Roger need to sleep?
Let's quickly see. Probably not.
Immunities is charmed, exhaustion, and poison.
Yeah, so if he can't get
Condition-
exhausted, then he doesn't need to sleep, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he
So is
needs
it
to
fine
sleep.
if I instruct him to keep watch with the successive watches?
Yeah,
Did I say
that's
it
fine.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, the following watches. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm just gonna double check that, but in any case, he will be able to do 2 watches in a row.
Alright.
So yeah.
Just reading. Alright, so your watch goes and you go to wake Beardrick up. Anything you'd like to say before Beardrick takes over?
No.
Alright, Beardrick, you take watch.
Alright.
Roger by your side as well. Because he's there, you can also just make a normal roll.
What am I rolling? Perception.
Yeah, perception.
Yes.
Right? Rolling and 20. Not natural 20, but
Yeah.
19 plus 1.
Yeah, pretty high. Alright, so you also keep a listen out, hearing similar noises to what Adar had heard, just the natural sound of animal and wildlife. It's quite rich. There's quite a lot of things happening here at night. I mean, you at the edge of an ancient forest, so the sound of the night creatures is sometimes quite deafening. The crickets going and these nocturnal birds making their calls, and some other strange animals. Again, off in the distance, you hear this similar call to what Adar had heard. This, and then almost, and with that roll, you hear even further away, almost a similar call. This, even you just make it out. It's barely perceptible, but you kind of feel like there's something communicating here, and the call is somewhat familiar to you.
Alright.
It sounds like the call of a creature that you had seen before, one that was captured and by a party of goblins that you had once followed. And you recognize it as being as it has to be. It's probably an owl bear. Also with that perception, yeah, again you hear strange calls out throughout the night and throughout your watch, but it seems nothing much is approaching at this point. Anything else you'd like to do? Your watch is coming to an end. Not much has happened. It seems pretty peaceful.
Do I have some idea of how far possibly those owlbear could be?
I'd say make a survival check.
The worst skill is survival. 12.
It's a bit difficult to judge. You know it is really far off, and you're not even sure what direction exactly. At night, it sounds like noises come from all directions, so it's tough to tell where it's coming from and how far it is. All you know is that it's quite a distance away.
Yeah, it's definitely an owlbear.
Carrying across the wherever it's coming from.
Alright, well, if my watch is finished, then I'll go over and wake up Emma.
All right. So as you wake up, Emma, anything you'd like to tell her?
I'll just tell her. I couldn't tell how far, but I definitely heard some owlbears in the distance. I don't think they're close enough to be a threat to us, but that's about it.
Right.
Does Roger just carry on with her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Roger just carries on, so he doesn't need sleep. Yeah. He's I found out his true perception as well. It's quite good. So but yeah.
Okay, so Emma, you're up. As you take watch, it's around 3 o'clock at this point. As you come onto your watch, 3 o'clock in the morning, the air is quite chill. It's still pretty clear. There's a bit of a wind that picks up at this time. Still soft, but it brings quite a cold breeze as you get up for your watch, and you wrap your newly bought cloak around you, making the cold a little more bearable. All right, so you go and take your watch. You stand there with Roger. Anything you'd like to reply to Adar as he to Bedrick as he changes watches with you, and he mentions what he's heard or see? Yeah.
Well, I'll check that he's sure what he said. Is it definitely an owlbear? Any other sounds that sounded like something I should be on the ear out for?
Bedrick?
Okay. Oh, I thought she was asking you, sorry.
No, she's asking. She's talking to you.
Yeah. Well, yes, obviously I'm sure, but I wouldn't be stating it. I had an encounter with an owlbear before, so I know what they sound like.
All right.
Can you describe the sound to me? I just want to make sure.
I'd rather not do that, but if you stand and watch, I'm sure you'll hear it yourself.
Fantastic.
Might scare some of our sleeping colleagues. I start making owlbear sounds.
Good night, Emma. Good night, Bedrick.
Oh.
Alright, no, I'm joking. Okay, so you go and take your watch. For frick's sakes. Roll a perception for me, please.
Wow.
12. Sorry, 13.
13.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so you try and keep a listen out for the noises or for some strange owlbear noise that you've never heard before. I'm trying to think. You know what an owlbear is. You might have heard what they... Actually, roll a nature check for me, if you don't mind. Just to see if you know what an owlbear might be.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you know all the facts about owlbears. Let me quickly jump to the owlbear facts for you, so you can. I just need to find it now. There it is. You know that their screeches echo through dark valleys and the benighted forests, piercing the quiet night to announce the death of their prey. Feathers cover the thick, shaggy coat of its bear-like body, and the limpid pupils of its great round eyes stare furiously from its owlish head. Owlbears are have deadly ferocity. They have a reputation of being very ferocious, aggressive, stubborn, and very ill temper. Makes them one of the most feared predators in the wild. There's little, if anything, that a hungry owlbear fears. Even monsters that outmatch an owlbear in size and strength avoid tangling with it, for this creature cares nothing about a foe's superior strength as it attacks without provocation. The owlbears are pretty good predators. They screech to declare territory, or to search for a mate, or to flush out prey. They generally make their den in caves and have usually about 2 to 3 litter or pups within their litters. They are mated for mating pairs. A family of owl bears may remain together for long periods of time as required, for as long as it's required to rear their offspring. And then otherwise they part ways and then will reunite once the female is in heat again. They make savage companions. You know that there are people out there who often try and capture owlbears to try and tame them. They are tameable, although it is very difficult. With enough time, food, and luck, an intelligent creature can train an owlbear to recognize it as its master, making it an unflinching guard or a fast and hardy mount. People from remote frontier settlements have even succeeded in racing owlbears. But spectators bet as often on which owlbear will attack its handler as they do on which will reach the finish line first. So yeah, you pick up all these things, so you know exactly what it looks like, what it sounds like. Unfortunately, with that low perception, you don't make out the calls of any owlbear. Perhaps thinking that Bedru might be lying or trying to scare you or something like that.
Of course he is.
Just give me 2 secs here. Alright, halfway into your watch, with Roger by your side, you make out some chattering sounds before you hear the sounds of arrows pierce the night air as they rush towards you and your group unawares. They snuck up around you. Alright, so Roger does hear them and he gives a call of alarm, so he is not surprised.
Yeah.
Alright, but the rest, yeah?
Did
We'll
he wake us?
He is at this point saying Roger, Roger, like shouting the alarm as a group of you don't know what approaches, and as the arrows come whizzing in. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 arrows coming towards you, Emma. Okay, I'm just gonna roll to hit first. Okay, let me just open the stats. To hit. No, okay, that's 5 and a 11 to hit. Does that hit, Emma? 5 or 11?
No.
Alright, so then another two. This time it's a 23 and a 19.
They hit.
Both.
Both.
Both hits. Alright, so these arrows come whizzing in, and you are going to take 7 and 5. So one comes, hits you in the one leg. You're going to take 7 points of damage from that first shot. Another one comes in from the side, just piercing your side and like kind of scraping a deep gash as it exits out the one edge of your side over here, just piercing your armor and going through. And you're going to take 5 points of damage from that as the arrows come whizzing past you. Then in the party, who's sitting around the fire, Adar and Adar, you're gonna take 2 shots. One is a 23, the other is a 10.
The 23 hits.
Alright, damage. You take 5 points of piercing damage as you wake up with the scream and the sound of Roger sounding the alarm, the arrow piercing your arm. Ah! You get up, get a huge fright and immediately wake up. So soon you're gonna one's coming for you. 12 plus 3. You take.
Misses.
No, sorry, not 12. It's I rolled a 12, and that's hang on, that's 16.
That misses.
All right, so that one misses, and then one is gonna come for you, Daenerys. Hang
Let
on.
me just ensure she's still
Alright.
listening.
Nobody shoot at Bedrick. Not that I'm complaining, I'm just saying.
No, it just happens to be the way it's been arranged.
Okay, great. Do I wake up out of all this? Or...
Yeah. So at this point,
She'll join now for the fight.
all right. But okay, I'll wait for her. We can wait a few seconds.
Bloody fuck.
But he fucks it, yeah.
Huh?
Ja. Nee, dit is vir Jeffrey wat die fok. Dalk maar sal jy oor praat na die Wat die
But no.
Nee, sal laat.
Hi.
I know. All right, so it's a 15 to hit on you.
Me.
Yeah. The party is under attack, and some arrows have been shot out, and does 15 hit? No. All right, and with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Initiative.
17 for me.
All right, I'll ask. Hang on, before we go there.
Anel, ek dink het intelligence save daar gerol.
Oops, sorry.
Maar so jy het basically
16.
18. Nee, nie weer rol nie. Okay.
We take the
There's a 16 or 18.
first roll. Hang on, sorry, I just saw it on this side.
So it would be 18 plus 1 for Daenerys. 19. So now,
Okay.
Emma rolled
Alright.
9.
Okay, so who got above 20? Anyone above 20? Alright. Who got
20.
who got between 15 and 20?
Emma,
Emma, what did you get?
15.
19.
Okay, Emma 19,
Adar 17.
Adar 17, and Beatrick Sassoon, sorry? 16. Sassoon 16.
Session 16. Yes.
And Beatrick
Or Beatrice.
15.
And Daenerys, she rolled an 18 and her modifier is plus 1, so it's 19 for Daenerys.
Alright, so Daenerys and Emma, you guys can go together. So you guys can, if you'd like, strategize, and I'll give you like a moment to strategize if you want to go together. Usually, if you'd like. Otherwise, we go with whoever has the highest dexterity modifier. So, which I think is Emma. And then, so that's all of you. Alright. Then we have, okay. Alright, so top of the round. If you go to the battle or roll 20, the goblins, you notice by the sounds they make and the cries, that this is a goblin ambush. Not knowing how they had found you, perhaps it could be the fire you had lit, or the fact that you had chosen
Perhaps, eh?
chosen quite an open campsite with that poor perception for campsite searching. Anyway, the southern group of goblins is going to go in for an attack on Emma. So the two front ones are going to roll with their arrows. One was a 18 to hit, and then a 9 to hit.
So it's 18, eh?
And a 9. So
Only the 18.
only the 18 hits. Alright, so you take 4 points of piercing damage as another arrow comes and just slices across your arm. Just update your HP on Roll20 as well. Alright, and then the third one at the back here, he's going to throw a javelin. That's a 19 to hit, which I think hits with a javelin. So that's, you take 6 points of piercing damage as this javelin comes flying towards you, cutting into your neck, causing a deep gash, just missing your vitals as you take 6 points of piercing damage there from that javelin. All right.
We've got 6 points of damage now again.
Emma. So she got, so she got, I think it was 4 points from the first bow and arrow shot. One missed, one hit, and then the javelin at the back there hit.
Right.
So for a total of 10 points of damage.
Almost unconscious. Thanks.
Is Emily like very white?
Yeah, so Emma is this one up here.
Sorry, Emma. Okay, I can't zoom. Oh wait, can.
Alright.
I don't know. For some reason, the model is looking very weird.
Okay, next up is Emma and Daenerys. So you guys can go together. Otherwise, Emma, you're first, and then Daenerys.
Mine going together.
Alright,
That's fine.
so you guys can coordinate if you'd like. You can. Alright, so Daenerys, you stand up, realizing what's going on. You and Emma coordinate with one another. And what would you guys like to do?
Sorry, say that again.
What would you guys like to do? So when I say you can coordinate, so my point is, if you want to if you want to go into melee, if you want to get into close combat with these creatures, you can perhaps flank them, and then you'll get advantage on your rolls. Otherwise, someone might give you a boost with one of your spells, and then the other person can cast their spell at like advantage of depending on what boost you have. So you guys can kind of bounce off one another. But I think
So just mute your mic on Roll20 as well.
Oh shit! Okay. That's the Torgny one, hey?
Yes.
Alright, now I just need to figure out how to do that.
Or do I have to mute you?
No, I have to mute it. Let's see.
I see mine is also not muted.
Yeah, I'll do one muted.
I see.
Oh,
I
yes.
muted the website.
Go to the gear on the right hand,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and then audio video,
yeah.
and then others can hear or see both voice video none.
It is on none. Both of mine are on none.
Okay, then I maybe just have to mute it on my side.
Yeah, either that or it might have been somebody else's profile.
I've actually I changed chat tech to oh fuck, I don't know what I've just done. So everyone's screen's
mine is
reloading. Yeah, I clicked on something. I don't know what I just clicked on.
Yeah, also reloading.
I think I just
Yeah,
made
we
it so
see
that
everyone seems there.
yeah, I think I made it so that nobody can talk or whatever.
Oh yeah. I lost that options.
All right, so
The audio video options disappeared.
all right, so I think does it sound better, Jeffrey?
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
No,
so I
there's
think
no.
okay, cool. I think I turned it off for everyone. Okay, cool, sweet. All right, so let's not we won't coordinate now between Daenerys and Emma because I think you just need to figure out your characters a bit more before we do that. So we'll start with Emma since she's got the highest dexterity modifier, meaning she's a little bit quicker on the draw. So Emma, what would you like to do at this point?
What will the impact be if I... Okay, do I know which way the attack is coming from?
Yeah, as this happens, they basically jump out of the brush, pull back their arrows and shot at you. Roger giving the cry of alarm, and you're not catching it in time. You are surprised. Roger's not surprised, so you do see them. You notice them quite clearly, just to your north, to your right. And I'd say you'd be able to see them there. Let me just measure. If you're 60 feet, because you got 60 feet of dark vision, yeah, you should be able to see these goblins behind you. So you have a few seconds to analyze the situation. What would you like to do?
Okay, who's closest to me?
Probably these to the south or to the north of you. They're about the same distance away.
Okay, and how many feet are they from me?
20. The north ones are 26. Call it 25, and the ones to the south are 20.
So they're too close for Blaze.
I don't think you want to bless the goblins. What does bless do?
No, I was thinking of my own team members, but
No, I mean bless just means you can cast bless on your own team. I mean you can move to your teammates and then cast bless on one of your teammates.
can I, for an action, move out of the range of fire? Disengage with them?
You're not engaged at the moment, but engaged is only when you're up front with them. But yeah, you can move out away from them. You're not sure what their range is, so you can move to take cover perhaps in the brush here, or you can move towards your party members. It's up to you what you'd like to do. So you can move and then do an action, or you can do an action and then move.
Okay, for action, I'd like to move and hide myself into the shrubs.
In the shrubs over here.
Maybe.
All right. Where would you like to? Okay, that's fine. So you kind of move off into the bushes. If you want, you can hide if you'd like, but that's going to take an action to do. At this point, we'll say that there's a rock over here that you take cover behind. So you'll have full cover from these goblins over here and full cover from these for now. And if you're over here behind this point here, you'll have, I'll say, 2/3 cover from these goblins here in the north.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's a good move. That's perfect. So now what would you like to do as your action?
I'm basically amper moer toe. Can I cure my own wounds to
Yeah,
just be in a fighting mode again?
yeah, you can cast Cure Wounds on yourself.
Okay, can I do that?
Yeah. So you click on you cast Cure Wounds, and then you roll whatever it says you roll there, and then you add that to your HP. So that's your action.
I rolled it. This mouse is not working.
Sorry, guys, just give us a second.
That's okay.
Okay, I rolled that. Click on that. Roll, and she rolled a 15.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so she got 15 for her cure wounds. Perfect. So you heal 15 HP, which is really good. So so make sure you add 15 to your roll 20 and to your D&D Beyond. Then you still have a bonus action that you can do. So if you go under actions and then you go to bonus actions, it will tell you what your bonus actions are.
Okay.
Okay,
Doesn't.
none of the ritual spells are going to help. And to feel magic. Feel magic.
So Emma, you can start. Daenerys, you can start preparing what you'd like to do because you're up next. So Emma, if you look under bonus actions, so under actions, you go to bonus actions. You should have spiritual weapon as your bonus action. So you can again cast spiritual weapon if you'd like. Although
Yeah, I'd like.
Yeah. Sorry, that's fine.
Although.
No. You carry on. Sorry.
Of course. Okay, but then I give away my position, right?
Well, you're not hidden. You're just taking cover. It takes an action to hide yourself.
Okay, then I'd like to cast my spiritual weapon.
All right. Describe
Which will-
your spiritual weapon as you cast it.
My longbow.
All right. Well, it has to be a melee weapon. The damage is force damage, but so you have to create something that will kind of. It's not going to be a long shot, a ranged attack, if that makes sense.
It's a very hard piece of bread.
So that hard piece of bread of Beatrix would come in handy now.
All right. So is that what you conjure up then?
Does it have to be a certain weight?
No, it doesn't have to be. It's obviously a certain size, based off of the spell level, because it's only a second level spell at this point. It doesn't do as much damage if it was, say, a higher level. So if you're looking at it in terms of imagination, it would be a smaller-ish weapon type thing that doesn't deal too much damage. It still deals a decent amount of damage, but not as much as at a higher level. So you have to, you can make, it's generally what you'd cast is some sort of a weapon that has meaning to you, or to your god, that you kind of follow, or anything that's kind of personalized or whatever, because it's something that it's something you conjure up, and it's an evocation, but you're conjuring the spectral image of something that you picture and that you create, basically.
Okay, can I conjure something known to me?
Yeah, it can be anything. It can be a dagger, a sword. It's all going to make the same amount of damage at the end of the day. You can be creative with it. The point is you can choose what you'd like it to be and be creative with it.
Pot of gold?
A pot of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can create a pot of gold, yeah. So you see, as Emma casts, she creates this decentish size, and it looks pretty heavy, a pot of gold that appears out of thin air. And where do you cast it?
Okay, so most goblins are...
It's got a...
So
Yeah, it's got a 60-foot range.
I'd say about there, in the middle of those goblins there in that...
Well, you can attack with it as well. So you want to cast it on top of a goblin, basically, so that you can use it.
Okay, well then I'd like to take out the ones closest to us that have direct aim at us, which would be, I think, these ones here, the three on the that's aiming at us. At
These
my
ones here.
teammates. Yeah,
Those-
these ones.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so you cast it there. Which one are you going to attack?
The bugger on the left.
The left-hand side one, okay. Alright, so this one here. Alright, then now you click on cast, so you've cast the spell. Now you click on hit. So now you're going to click on the hit DC to see if you hit the goblin on the top there.
Let's give us a second. We're getting there.
Alright.
Okay.
14.
That just misses. So you see this pot of gold about to fall on top of this goblin's head. The goblin just looks up in time to see it coming down on him, and he just makes it out of the way, it basically bouncing off its leather armor, and it deals no damage to it. It kind of gives a small yipping chuckle as it gets ready to take you guys on. All right, Emma, that ends your turn. All right, Daenerys, you're up. What would you like to do? You hear these goblins coming around.
Yes.
You see the arrows. What are you doing?
This goblin thing that she tried to hit now, you said that he moved a little bit. Where did he move to?
He kind of just like
Move out of the way.
he just kind of moved to the side like this. He didn't like move specifically in a like. I mean, he just took like a step back, not 5 feet. He literally just took one step back and bent a little bit as the pot of gold came down to hit him, and he just kind of stood right back up as he dodged out the way.
These goblins on my left-hand side through the bushes. Can I see them?
It's a little thick. I'll say you can just make them out, but it's going to be difficult to hit them with anything. You could cast your spiritual weapon there and hit them, but if you try and shoot them with anything, they're going to have a 3/4 cover, so that increases their armor class. So it makes them slightly harder to hit.
So I just thought that they might be closer to me than the one that Emma tried to hit now.
Well, yeah, they are technically
hit
closer.
that? Sorry, which one?
They are technically closer, but they will be harder to hit with a ranged or melee weapon. If you do decide to go engage them with a melee weapon and you go through the bush, you're gonna have half movement speed because this is considered rough terrain.
Yeah, I'll rather try and hit the ones on my left-hand side. This little
left.
green ugly thing.
All
with
right,
my lightning.
with your lightning sword.
Yeah.
All right, so you cast
No,
spiritual.
my lightning. Thunder that
Oh,
is
oh, yeah.
coursing through my veins.
Yeah. So your what you call it? It's actually your guiding bolt,
Guiding
but it's your lightning. Yeah. Okay, roll. All right. Well, look, because it's going to be a little harder to hit them because your guiding bolt has to travel through this bush. So just know that it is going to be slightly harder to hit them. Well, not slightly. It's going to be hard to hit them.
I threw 7.
You threw a 7. All right. Yeah. No, that misses. So you cast your guiding bolt. It goes through the trees, but it hits a branch and dissipates the force, causing the one branch, quite a large one, to as you hit it crack. Just hear the brush and bush as it makes quite a loud crashing noise coming down, falling to the ground here. Alright, so that was your action. You still have your bonus action. And move, and you have movement.
Both of them.
Yeah, so you can move and you have a bonus action. So in a turn, you have
Can I move just?
yeah.
Can I move just a little bit forward?
Yeah.
And then I want to duplicate myself.
That's not a bonus action. You'll have to wait till your next turn to be able to do that because that's an action.
Oh, sorry.
If you click on D&D Beyond under bonus actions,
Yeah.
you can see what you can do.
Okay, but
Oh
then
wait.
if I move forward,
It actually does say as a bonus action you can. Oh no, you can move your illusion created by your channel divinity.
Yeah, so
But
read that part.
Yeah, but I think you have to cast it first.
Yes. Okay, but then can I move a little bit forward and then cast my spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
To the one that Emma tried to hit.
Yeah, you can do that.
That looks like a bugger. Okay. We do.
All right. So as you move forward, yeah. All right. So
11.
That misses unfortunately. So you go in for the strike. The goblin raises its shield arm. The weapon clinking off of it, not doing any damage to the goblin. All right. You can move yourself to where you'd like to be though, because you said you moved forward a bit. So you rush. Do you rush past us soon? Is this okay? I've just moved you.
Yes.
Alright, so you're just standing in front of Susun there, taking aim at that one goblin. Okay, and that will end your turn. Alright, Addo, you're up. Followed by Susun.
Yes. So, I'm gonna assume Adol doesn't know the ones in the road yet.
You hear them. At this point, they
Yeah.
Roger did scream, and from his calls and so you do actually know where everybody knows where they are at this point because they had made as they came out they made a bit of a war cry to kind of frighten you guys and intimidate you.
Adol being pierced in the leg, woken up by a piercing in his leg, didn't have time to grab his new axe and make a decision, but instead he just conjure up a firebolt and fire it at this goblin there that got almost hit by the gold.
All right, roll to hit.
14.
That just misses, unfortunately. Again, you shoot out this poor goblin already on edge, manages to dodge out the way as you throw off your firebolt. It's completely missing.
Okay, then I just stand up, not moving really anywhere, and just call out to Roger to move to me, to come to me.
Alright, you can move him closer.
So that is unfortunately all I can do. But watch it next round. Next round.
Alright, Susun, you're up.
I am immediately is this like rocks over here, or is that
Yeah, it's like it's a couple of boulders that are kind of jutting out a good 6-7 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to run and get my back to this boulder as much as I can.
All right.
Why isn't it pinging?
Sorry, this is just that's just the light of the campfire. So anything outside of this light is going to be at disadvantage.
Unless it's within like 20 feet, or is it?
Oh, sorry, hang on. Save settings. There we go.
Oh, okay, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, so immediately waking up by like arrows just flying past me, I run here and use my bonus action to release astral form.
Nice. All right.
Everything within 10 feet of me has to make a saving throw.
Wisdom or dexterity? I don't remember.
Dexterity saving throw. I'll just
Alright.
make sure I'm not lying to you.
Okay, the closest one. Closest one is flipping. He's a machine. Okay, which one is it? Dexterity.
Yes, dexterity
Alright.
saving throw.
Closest one to 17. The one furthest away, 14. And then the one just to the north of you, 10.
Okay, so the DC to beat was 14, so only the top one.
Yeah,
takes
so the only top one takes damage. How much damage? Roll.
5.
Alright, the force knocking this goblin to its knees. You see him shaking and a bit of blood spurts out of his nose and out of his mouth as you release your astral form. The other two managing to negate the effects.
And then I'm gonna use my attack to hit. Do I have any movement left? Probably not. Okay, so then I'm gonna use my attack to hit the guy in front of me.
All right, roll to hit.
24.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Only 5.
Yeah, you're going for a punch. His head gets whiplashed back. You see his teeth and everything shatter. He comes up, blood streaming from his face. Yeah, he's looking. He looks. That was quite a hard punch for him. Anything else you'd like to do?
Sorry, I'm just checking if patient defense requires a key point. It does. Yeah, no, then it's all. I run up there, I use my bonus action attack, I'm done.
Alright, that ends your turn. Beardrick, you're up.
Okay, so my first question is, do I wake up out of all this?
Yeah, there's a lot of noise and activity happening. You definitely wake up.
Okay, cool. Then as I get up, I just want to zoom out of my roll 20 quickly in a second.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But do I have an idea where everything is pretty much coming from?
Yeah, you hear the noises and you make out the forms. You know exactly where everybody is. You can just make out these goblins here. If you do try and go for them, it's going to be with disadvantage.
These ones over here in the far.
Yeah, on the far, yeah, those ones there are going to be with disadvantage.
Right, then what I'll do is I'll just move up about here where Emma is.
Alright.
Sort of just to check on her and see that she's still alright. And then from here, I'll take up my short bow.
Remember, you have the bonus action option to hide if you'd like. Or that's only... Sorry?
So that's a bonus action, so I'll use it after my action.
Yeah, but remember, if you attack from hiding, you get advantage on the attack, meaning you get sneak attack damage. Or if you're going for this goblin over here, because your sneak attack also works. You should also have advantage if on anyone that's engaged with an enemy. So you'll also have sneak attack damage on this goblin over here.
Okay, but that's fine for now though. I just want to take a shot at it and that's it.
Alright.
Yeah, so from here I'll take my short bow and just shoot.
Who are you shooting at?
The one next to Session.
Alright, yeah, so that will be with advantage. So you can roll to hit with advantage. Oh no, sorry, it's not with advantage. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Okay. The normal roll.
Yeah, so just a normal roll, yeah.
And then you can add sneak attack.
And then you can add sneak attack, yeah. If you hit.
Wow. It's 23.
Yeah, that definitely hits. Roll damage. And then add your sneak attack bonus.
Right. Damage. Oh wow. So 4 damage.
Yeah?
And sneak attack. Just give me a second, we need to clear the... I can't see anything here.
Should be if you scroll down under all actions, yeah.
All the walls are just in the way, so I couldn't see where I was going. Alright, that'll be a 7.
Alright, yeah, in total it's a 7 added on top of your... Yeah, so 4 plus, so a total of 11 damage. Alright, yeah, describe how you take out this goblin.
Oh, well, I guess I make my way up to Emma just to see how she's doing. I look up and I see as soon as busy with this one goblin that's giving him a tough time, and quickly draw out an arrow, pull it back as hard as I can, and I release it to square him in the head.
Nice, alright. And he goes down immediately, his brains coming out the other end attached to the pointy part of your arrow. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
No, alright, no.
You got a bonus action still, so if you'd like to hide, you can.
But for now, it's fine.
Alright. Okay, that ends your turn. Now, these goblins are gonna go. They are gonna just move off here. Let me just see a quick. Alright, yeah. They're just gonna turn. They're gonna walk along the edge of the fire, just over here, and seeing that Daenerys, Emma and Beatrix have some cover, they're not going to go for them. Let's just see here. Yeah, they're going to come a little bit further out, and then seeing Daenerys standing there, they're both going to go for a hit. Actually, this one's going to try his luck and go for... This one over here is going to try his luck and go for Emma. And this one in the north here, he's going to try his luck and go... Or not try his luck, but he's going to go for Daenerys. Okay, Emma, because you've got 2/3 cover, you add... never mind. Sorry. Six. Alright, yeah, so you've got, I'll say you've got half cover, so you plus 2 to your armor class. So he's going to roll to hit. That's 15 to hit. So that misses immediately. Alright, so you see this arrow coming whizzing towards you, Emma, but it knocks the stone that you're hiding behind, bouncing off of it, or ricocheting off and just piercing into the ground, just in front of the stone there. Daenerys, one's coming towards you. That's an 11 to hit, which completely misses. It goes wide over the fire, the campfire, and into the brush behind you. These ones over here, they're gonna rush up over here into this area, turn to face, and they aren't gonna waste their time on the ones undercover. 2 are gonna go for Daenerys. These 2 here, and the front's gonna go for Daenerys. That's a 14 and a 9, so they both miss. And then the back one, seeing Adar, or actually it'll probably go for Roger. Yes, they're rolling shit. 12 to hit on Roger.
Roger, no.
Yeah.
Miss.
Alright, so they miss. So they all completely miss. They are then just going to, let me just see what the movement was here. Yeah, they're just going to make their way back out of the light, hiding. Fuck, come now. Just make their way back. Just hide out, just out of the light of the campfire. And that ends. There you go. And now we're top of the round again. Top of the round. These goblins here are going to turn and move back. They're going to stay in the light and they're going to take a shot. They're not within your reach, Susun?
I have 10 feet, but I think the one that was my reach has moved. I think the archer might have been, but
Let's see.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if my attack range also extends to 10 feet. My reaction range also extends to 10 feet, or if it's just my attack range.
I mean,
Let me
if
just
it's
go
a
under
melee.
reaction.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't give me any extra sort of information. It just says opportunity attack in reactions.
But I mean, opportunity attack is any melee attack. You can make an opportunity attack with when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach.
But I think in any case I'm not going to use my opportunity attack if they run away.
Okay. Well, yeah, you're not sure what they're doing, but they're going to run to the edge here, and then they're going to turn towards you, and both of them are going to fire towards you, seeing you taking out their comrade. The one to the left, that's a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
And then the one to the right, that's also a 16 to hit. So they both miss, firing off their shots. Both go wide. All right. That ends their turn.
Now I wish I used my attack of opportunity.
Yeah. They are also just going to, seeing their friend go down, just also make their way past the firelight there like that. All right. Now we go to.
I just want to recap the darkness thing.
Yeah.
I can still see, or is the firelight where the dim light ends, and that is basically just now.
No, well, remember you still have disadvantage in dim light.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Is the firelight where the dim light ends? Because I can see in dim light like it's normal.
Yeah. So this is the dim light.
Okay.
So this is where the dim light ends, and then it's darkness beyond here.
Okay, cool.
Because I think everybody has night vision.
Yeah.
Except for Beatrick.
And then any attack made will be with disadvantage there.
Yeah. So any ranged attack, I'd say, would be with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we go to. Hey.
Night vision, since I come from the shed as well.
Yeah, you do have night vision. Yeah, but because it's dark, you can see in darkness as if it's dim light, but you still have disadvantage on attack and perception rolls. In dim light, if it's a ranged attack.
Oh.
Alright, so we go to Emma and then Daenerys, followed by Daenerys. So Emma, what are you doing?
I'd like to cast the spell.
Alright, what are you casting?
Bless.
Alright, who are you casting Bless on?
Edric, Daenerys, and Adol.
Alright, so just...
3 objects of my choice, right?
Yeah, so let's quickly just mark them. Beatrick, I'm just going to put a mark on you to show that you're blessed. We'll do this. That mark. Daenerys, and who else?
Ador.
Is it 3 including myself or 3 excluding
3.
myself?
No, you can't. I don't think you can bless yourself. Bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. So within 30 feet. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So each of you will be able to add a d4 to your attack roll or saving throw.
Let's hope they save my skinny ass.
Yeah.
Then I'll cast that death spell on Bedrick, Ador, and Daenerys.
Alright, perfect. Alright, so that's your action. You still have a bonus action. So you can move your spiritual weapon. And you can move yourself if you'd like.
I won't want to move myself, but my spiritual weapon, I'd like to move towards these guys hiding in the darkness. I've got 30 feet dark vision, right?
60 feet, so you can see as if it's dim light. But I'm saying that because they, you can still see in dim light. I'm going to say melee attacks are with just normal rolls, and ranged attacks are with disadvantage. But I'll say with your spiritual weapon, I'll just give you a normal attack. So are you going for these ones here in the northeast? Northeast.
Yeah, I'd like to cover Assassin's back.
Alright, so you have 20 feet to get to them. So yeah, I'll say you just make it to this one over here. Just making it, because your spiritual weapon only has 20 feet of movement. Sorry, Sassoon, I just moved your thing.
I forgive you.
Alright, roll to hit.
Just get this one.
Just 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Hit, not damage.
Yeah. That's a 7.
Yeah, that misses. The pot of gold comes rushing it forward towards this goblin. It sees it coming and manages to move out of the way in time. This pot of gold completely missing it. Alright, and that will end your turn. Daenerys, you're up. Sorry, before you go, Daenerys, Emma, your bless, it's a concentration spell. So if you take any damage, I'm going to ask you to roll a Constitution saving throw. But also you can't cast any other spell that's concentration based.
Okay.
Alright, so you can, but then the bless will drop.
Okay.
Just so that you're aware. But I mean, I'll help you out if we come to that.
Okay.
Sorry, I think I missed. Who did she bless?
Beatrix, Daenerys, and you, Adar.
And you. And what is the
A +4 to your attack.
And saving throws.
damage
Yeah.
Or a d4 that you can roll to attack.
To hit.
To
So
hit.
not
oh,
damage.
so it's +4 to hit.
Sorry,
What
guys.
I was already.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, I missed it.
Alright, Emma, Daenerys, you're up.
Sorry.
That's
This
okay.
thing, I by accident pushed disconnect. I'm back now again.
That's okay, you didn't miss much. We were just clearing some things up.
Can I attack now?
Yeah, it's your go.
Just want to move this stupid thing. Where am I? Oh, there. Okay. I wanna duplicate myself first.
Alright, so you use your channel divinity to create a duplicate of yourself. So when you use your channel divinity, it means you don't have to use a spell slot. So you create an illusion of yourself, yeah?
Yes. Oh, yes. And then I want to hit this red thing here in front of me.
Where, sorry, say that again. Where are you going?
That is someone.
Yeah, it's dead. This one here is dead.
The one next to it? What's that?
That's our chummy. Please.
Yeah, that's
This is
assumed.
my man.
Yeah.
Is it your man?
It's yo man. It's not my man. It's yo man.
Okay. Alright, so you when you cast alright, so you've created your illusionary cell, appears within 30 feet of you. As a bonus action, you can move the illusion up to 30 feet, but it must remain within 120 feet of you. You can cast spells as the illusion, and when both you and your illusion are within 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you have advantage on the attack rolls against that creature. So you've
Closest to my left hand side because I want to hit them.
alright, so your illusion can't hit or anything, but it can cast spells.
Yeah, but if I cast a spell, will I be able to hit those ones with the spell?
Yeah.
Will it hit them? It's very
Well, not hit. It can cast any spell that you cast. Yeah, so I mean, you can put it anywhere, and it can cast whatever spell you can cast.
Where can I see my spell again?
Under next to actions at the top, it says spells.
got it.
Yeah.
I want to cast my sacred flame to
Alright.
these ones here in front of me, that green little thingy there. With my duplication people.
I'm just wondering, I just wanna.
Because that's a normal spell, right? I mean,
The thing is, I think you're casting your illusionary self is already an action. So you only have a bonus action left, so you can't actually cast a spell yet. So where do you you can cast your illusionary self 30 feet within 30 feet, and then you can use a bonus action to move it. So you've got 30 feet. So where would you like to this is your duplicate over here. Where would you like to
the green one on the right hand side, in the corner.
This one here. So as close as
Yeah.
possible to that one. Alright, so 30 feet from you will be here. Just keep that measuring stick. So I think it's like over here. Alright, so you cast it there. You have... So you can either use your bonus action to move it closer to these goblins, or you can use your bonus action to move your spiritual weapon to attack.
Spiritual weapon.
Or actually, what you can do, you yourself can move, remember? So if you moved closer to the goblins, then you could have then you can cast your duplicate self even closer.
Yeah. I want to do that.
All right.
Then you can hit them more accurately as well.
Yeah. So you and it'll also act. So for example, if you moved your duplicate, say to the left of this one, and Sassoon manages to push himself in here, then Sassoon will have advantage on his attack. Because you guys are flanking this goblin. Alright, so how much closer would you like to move?
I think that's fine. I don't want to risk injuring myself getting too close.
Alright, so what would you like to do with your bonus action then? Do you want to move your duplicate, or do you want to move your spiritual weapon and attack?
My spiritual weapon and
Alright, so you move your spiritual weapon up. Which one are you going for?
the green. The
Alright.
little Hulk.
Okay, roll to hit with your spiritual weapon then.
18.
That definitely hits. As you see this lightning sword make its way forward towards this goblin. Roll damage.
11.
Nice. Describe how you take this goblin out with your lightning blade.
Lightning blade went right through his head, cutting the head off,
And then
putting
goes.
it down somewhere else. Boom, gone.
Yeah, the head actually rolls down into the river, falls in and then bobs up, and it kind of slowly makes its way down the river. Its eyes blinking a couple of times still.
Just
Alright. You still have movement left if you'd like to move, otherwise that ends your turn.
can I just move 2 blocks forward?
Yeah, that's fine. Move 2 blocks to where you'd like to go. Oh no, that's not you. That's your duplicate.
Where's
You-
the other me then?
You're down here.
Yo.
So
Ah.
your duplicate has the red dot just above it.
Everybody else is supposed to be confused of where the real you is, not you.
Yeah.
Is that fine? Can I move up until there?
Yeah, you can move 30 feet. So that's
Huh.
you've just moved.
Wait, where was I?
Yeah, you're about there. So you can move 30 feet.
No. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, perfect.
finally.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
that's perfect. That'll end your turn. Alright, Ada, you're up, followed by Sassoon.
Seeing Sassoon and the 2 ladies heading in that direction, I move slightly forward, so 10 feet around there,
Mm-hmm.
and then, as you said, anything I hit or fire at outside this ring, I get disadvantage, right?
Yes, that's right. Unless you want to light a torch, which will take an action,
It's gonna be an action, yeah.
or I'd say I would allow you to perhaps grab a branch from the fire. But it's going to take extra movement to get it. It
Okay.
won't count as an action. It'll be part of your
So-
movement.
So it'll be
5 feet. So you'll have 25 feet of movement left.
not that I want to use all of it. Just wanna stand here. Let's say I wanna use 20 in total to around there. Okay, let's just move.
Do you pick up a burning brand?
Yes. I would like to pick up a burning branch.
Alright, so
Branch.
it provides 40
Lucky.
40 radius. So we'll just add 40 radius to your. Yeah, unfortunately you don't. They still
Shit.
still
How
not.
far? Okay, I still have 10 left.
Yeah,
That's
so
all.
you can.
I just move slightly forward. I'm putting myself at risk there. Let's say, just measure 10 for me forward,
All right, hang on.
because I'm gonna.
Well, it's you can measure. Look at the block. So it's 5, 10. So 10 is about here.
Okay, I just want to move about there,
All right.
and then, yeah, use firebolt.
All right. Roll to on which one?
One with a bow and arrow, so it'll probably be.
Well, they all actually have their bow and arrows out at the moment, except this one at the back that is throwing javelins.
Throw jab. Well, I can't. I picked this one, the small
Alright.
one.
Perfect. All right. Roll to
I
hit.
need a kill. I need a kill. Can I decide if I use bless after I rolled and hurt the armor class, or do I have to?
No, while you roll, you roll to hit. So you roll your d20 and then you roll a d4 and then you add that to your hit.
Okay. So it's 17 already without the d4.
Yeah, that automatically hits, so you don't have to roll the d4. So you can roll damage.
Okay. Firebolt, come on. Oh, 9.
Nice. And you blast off this bolt of fire energy. It hits this goblin. You hear this awful screech piercing the night. And you see his skin starting to melt and bubble. His clothes catching alight, burning and singeing his skin underneath. He's looking really rough. He's like screaming in pain. His lips basically burnt off. Now you just see this hideous grin. His skin blackened. Alright. What else would you like to do?
I would like Roger to run past me. If I give the torch to Roger, can we see like we don't have disadvantage then
Yeah.
if he takes the torch and walks around with it, so like just freeing a hand for me basically.
Yeah, it will free a hand for you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna do that either. I just want him to run like his full movement to around there. See if he maybe can soak some
Okay.
damage.
Alright.
Gotta be somewhere there. Yeah.
Alright.
That does end my turn.
Nice, okay. So soon you're up.
Okay. As I'm punching this goblin in the stomach, an arrow just comes from left field and completely knocks out his brain. And then a weird lightning rod and cup of gold, I guess, comes flying past me. And then now there are two Daenerys's. I am gonna try and forget all that and get within 10 feet of this guy, so probably about there.
Perfect.
Just within attack range. And then basically punching through this goblet of gold, or is it on the floor? I don't know.
It's kind of up in the air at the moment, and the goblin is
okay.
quite short, so this pot of gold is just floating about there. You see it in front of you, like.
Okay, and then I'm just going to swing at this goblin that tried to attack me twice now.
All right, roll to hit.
Natural 20.
Shit. Okay.
Nice.
Roll damage and double the die, yo.
Demolished.
11.
Yeah, describe how you annihilate this goblin.
So as I'm just so confused, I do a backflip from the pot of gold and then just completely smash down with both arms, and then just shits and giggles by my adrenaline starts pumping and my hair raises on end, and I'm going to activate my extra movement as well. So I moved about 13 to there, and
Alright.
now I'm going to try and I might be able to make it.
So you got 40,
not-
you got 80.
Let's just say I'm gonna go to about there, next to
Alright.
Roger.
So
wait, no, I can't. Wait. Okay, I can't do this.
yeah, because
I'm
if you used your special tabaxi ability, then your next turn you have 0 movement, right?
I just can't use it again until I don't move at all.
Oh, right. Alright, okay.
Then I'm gonna use my bonus action and a key point to do patient defense.
Perfect. Alright, so you go into your defensive stance in front of facing these goblins in front of you.
Basically, I take in a stance and I do the Jackie Chan, bring it.
Nice. Alright, Beatrick, you're up.
Okay, right, I'll check it out. Let's see. From where Sassoon is, I want to just move. Can I sneak to where Roger is? Plus minus.
You can move up to this area in the brush over here and then use your bonus action to hide.
Okay.
Alright, so then roll stealth.
Okay. 21.
Nice, well done. Okay, you feel pretty confident that you are quite well hidden. All right, what's your next move?
From there, I'll take a shot at the goblins. This one here.
All right, that's the one that's been burnt and is looking quite badly damaged. All right, so yeah, so roll to hit, and then because you were hidden, you come out, you shoot with advantage, and you get, if you hit, you roll sneak attack.
Alright, advantage. A 19.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. Plus sneak attack.
Yeah, first one is going to be a 9, the first one.
Sure, okay.
I don't even think there's a need for I'll do it in any case.
Oh, he's so humble.
Alright. And then the sneak attack damage will be... Sorry guys, the rolling on the be honest, a bit slow. 3, so 12 in total.
Nice, alright. Describe how you absolutely annihilate this goblin with your arrow.
Yeah. Nothing fancy, just again like in the sneaking point. If you hop out and throw back an arrow, throwing it straight in the chest, so I see it go down straight.
And your arrow sinks in pretty deep, and the goblin gives a cough of blood and basically falls forward. The arrow piercing, as he falls, the arrow piercing the ground, and it pushes right through its back. The point poking out its back. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'll stay where I am.
All right. Now, this goblin here,
Of course.
seeing what's happening, he's gonna shoot off. Seeing this cat running up super speed, basically like out of nowhere, and also seeing his friend getting blasted by fire and an arrow, he's gonna shoot off a shot at the nearest person, which is Sassoon, coming at him. That's an 11 to hit. Definitely.
Is that with disadvantage?
What?
Doing patient.
Oh yeah, with disadvantage. His second roll was
11 would have missed.
yeah,
Already
his-
missed the other place.
yeah, and his second roll was a nat 20. So, alright.
Good to get those out of the way.
Yeah. Alright, so he is going to run off into the dark.
Into the dark.
And then attempt to hide.
What's all that?
Alright. Then it's these ones down here's go. You hear a strange sound of run. This chattering coming from the goblin at the back. The two at the front are going to go for you, Beatrix, seeing you take down their one friend. The one's going to go. That's 10 to hit, and the one to the south, yes, they're rolling fucking terribly. 7 to hit, so they both miss. The one at the back with the javelin, oh my fuck, 6. Jeez Louise, what the frick, man?
Last week you had good rolls, okay? So
Yeah, fair enough. These goblins are seeing all their friends go down super quickly. The fight barely starting, just shit themselves as they release their ammunition and turn to flee. You hear them shouting as they run off. Let's see. Alright, hang on.
Oh no, you're there.
Okay, you see them run off and disappear into the brush. That ends their turn. Okay, Emma, you're up, followed by Daenerys.
So we saw those guys flee, or those goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check whether there's any more enemies hiding somewhere?
Within your area, you can make a perception check from where you're standing. This is an action, hey, just so that you know.
15.
Yeah, you look around in the immediate campsite and firelight. You don't make out any other goblins within the area, within the campsite area. Further out, everything at this point is dead quiet. The only thing you really hear is the night noises. It's quite quiet. The crickets kind of stopped with all the activity, the nightlife kind of scattering from all the noise. So it's a little bit off in the distance, and you hear the sound of the fire crackling, burning the goblin in front of you, where Beatrix had shot over here. You also hear the sound of the campfire burning, obviously, behind you. And that's about it. You still have movement if you'd like.
Well, there's not much I can do now. Maybe just move out into the open, maybe like here.
Alright.
See if any inmates are injured.
Yeah, so you move out, and with that perception, it looks like you're the only one that's really taken much damage. The rest seem to be pretty okay. Alright, but that will end your turn. Then we go over to Daenerys. What are you doing? En nou is hy daar?
Ai, sorry.
Dis okay.
Net 'n oproep gekry.
Dis reg.
My screen blur. Die prentjie van rol 2. O, daar kom hy reg, sorry.
Okay.
Oh shit, hy's dood. Kan ek
Ja, jy kyk om jou, you look around, and you don't see any living goblins within your immediate vicinity. You can use an action to roll a perception check, or you can move somewhere to roll and see if you see anything, but there's nothing living in your immediate vicinity.
Can I just move to the left hand side and then roll a perception there?
Yeah, so you got 30 feet of movement, so you can make it just next to Emma over here.
There.
And if you that's perfect. And if you'd like, you can also move your illusion, your duplicate,
Yes,
round about the same area. Probably not so far, probably around here.
Oh wait, now we're on top of each other.
There
There.
we go. All right. Now you make a perception check. Roll perception. This perception is only to kind of perceive what's happening within the immediate light. If you want to perceive further than the light, you're going to have to roll with disadvantage.
23.
23. Yeah, you look around your the area of your campsite again. You only hear the crackling of the fire, of the campfire, and the sound of the fire still burning on the goblin over here. Off in the distance, you hear night sounds, quite far off sounds of birds and other creatures kind of out in the brush being disturbed by the noise that was just created. But you don't see any enemies within sight. No.
Can I try and move closer to the fire and see if there's things that I can pick up? Maybe money.
You've just you used all your movement at this point to get to where you are, so you're gonna have to wait till your next turn.
Okay, then it's fine.
All right, so that ends your turn. Then we go to Adar, followed by Sassoon.
Yes. I'll let's see if I can try to perceive them beyond our sight. So with a disadvantage, that's.
All right. Yeah. I'll say if you'd like, move closer. If you want, you can move closer. Then what I'll do is you roll with disadvantage. The first roll will determine what you see within the light, and the lowest roll will determine what you see outside of the light. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Let's just say 30, just before this carcass.
All right. So you make your way there. Perfect. All right.
Okay.
Roll. So roll with disadvantage. Yeah, perception with disadvantage. So that's your first. Yeah.
Or just make 2 rolls.
Yeah, make 2 rolls. That's fine.
6 and 10. Fuck.
All right. So 6 is the first one you roll, which is for everything within, and because it's the lowest, it's for everything without. What you kind of still have a bit of sleep in your eyes, and the shock of what's just happened kind of giving you the jitters a little bit, and you don't notice anything nearby.
And then I just want to use Roger to also see if he can perceive, kind of like indicating to him to just check around.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if he can. Oh, he can probably do a perception check.
Yeah, he can do a perception check. So he moves closer, so you can move him closer, and then roll if you want to do a similar perception for him.
Okay, so his perception is +4. So just do a d20. Just
roll twice again.
Yeah, I'll roll 1 and then another one. 12 plus 4, so it's 16, and 12, 11 plus 4 is 15. So it's 16 and then 15.
Yeah. He also moves up, giving a look around, and after a few seconds, he just gives a resigned Roger, not like anything, just kind of like can't find anything. All right. Oh, you didn't. Why am I not seeing your rolls? Actually, that's weird. Okay, 16 and 15. No, I did. Okay. Okay. Anything else? That's it.
Yeah, no, that's it. Then it's fine.
All right. So soon you'll go.
As Adar runs past me, I want to ask him, are we chasing after them?
No. Just checking.
Okay, so then I would also just move a little bit to on this road, trying to keep in the clear somewhat, and then also just ensure that they're not doubling back or something.
All right, so do again a double perception, just to see what you can see. Oh, here.
First one is a 13, and the second one is a 21.
All right, so yeah, we'll just take. So 13 is for the first one, yeah. All right. and it's the lowest roll, so it's for the outside area as well. Yeah. So you look around, similar to what everyone else is seeing. You don't pick up much else or any activity, and you don't hear anything else.
Okay.
Beardrick. Sorry, Sassoon, unless you want to do something else.
I'll just activate patient defense one more
Alright.
time just to be sure.
Perfect. All right.
Oh wait, no, I didn't use an action, or the action was searching.
Yeah. The action was to perceive. Yeah.
Okay, no, then it's fine. I'll just, okay, I'll use my bonus action to and key point to do patient defense.
Patient defense. Perfect. All right, Beardrick, you're up.
But I'll come out of hiding and I'll just move it about over there. And I'll ask Addo if, like, are they gone? Or
I can't see them.
are we chasing after them?
No, just checking.
Oh. No, that's about it. I'll hang around there, basically.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, and with that, we'll come out of combat. These goblins rolled freaking high on their stealth.
Well, it didn't roll high on the attacks.
Yeah, no, it's fucking bullshit, man. Anyway, it happens. Like you said, last week it was good. This week,
Exactly.
not so
Give us
much.
a break.
Yeah. All right. So we come out of a battle. Daenerys, Emma, with a bit of quite a little bit scratched up, using her power to kind of heal herself quite well. What are you guys doing at this point?
What time is it, more or less? How far is it into Emma's?
It was
watch?
about an hour, 15 minutes, so there's about 45 minutes of her watch left.
Will she be able to still get a long rest?
Need a long.
I'll
What
say,
was the rule?
yeah,
she's an elf, right?
yeah.
I don't need a long
So-
rest.
She doesn't
so-
need long rest, no.
She already had a long rest for 4 hours. Oh, but then she.
Can she has it? Is there still 4 hours till morning left?
No, there's about 45 minutes. No, there's still one more watch left, actually.
Yeah.
There
So
should be
it's-
about hours.
Yeah, so there's 2 hours 45 minutes left.
Shit. Okay. She cannot. Okay. No, I think we should just go back to camp. Yeah. Wait for tomorrow. Oh, I searched this goblin. Fuck it.
The one closest to you there.
Yeah, I also want to search the goblins to see if they have any information on this Cragmore Castle, or any indication of if they have a base close by or anything.
Alright, so add a roll investigation for this first one. So soon, which one are you going for? The one.
I'll take the group of 3 at the back.
Alright. So 15 for your investigation. Adar, you see that the bow that this goblin has is a short bow, but it's quite finely made. It's got, and on closer investigation, it's broken, unfortunately. When it fell down, the wood snapped. But picking up the 2 pieces of broken bow and having a closer look at them, you realize that they have strange etchings and markings on it. Let me just quickly see if you speak this language. Yeah, you have no idea what language the markings are in. But it's a very finely made bow. You definitely know it's not made by a goblin. Further investigation, you just see it's burnt clothes, it's barefoot, ruddy armor. You don't find too much of worth on it. It doesn't have any jewelry or anything about it. It looks quite a ghastly sight with not much on
Can I ask anyone in the if anyone in the party speaks the the language?
Yeah. All right. So you show this bow to the rest, and Daenerys, you recognize it as well as Sassoon and Emma. The writing is in Elvish, and you also recognize the make, Emma and Daenerys, that this is definitely an Elvish fashioned bow. Quite finely forged, nothing too special, but a fine weapon nonetheless. The writings is just a blessing from basically saying, "May my arrows shoot true, and my enemies fall." And so you recognize it as being Elvish. All right. Anything else, as Adar, before we move on to Sassoon? Or any comment anybody would like to add to that information?
Nope.
All right. Sassoon, roll investigation for the first goblin before the edge of the firelight there.
14.
Looking on this goblin, its face smashed in, an arrow pierced through its head. You again you find a bow, but this one more crudely made. You can tell that it's obviously a goblin make. A short dagger by its side, also very crude. It looks blunt. The bow also doesn't look of good quality or anything special. On the side of this goblin, you find looks like a large. It's a black bag, black leather sack. It's quite large on its side. It kind of looks weird on this small diminutive creature. What do you do?
I'll take the bag.
Right.
Is there anything in it or anything else I can see on the bag?
It's so you lift it up. It's got quite a heft to it. You can feel it weighs quite a few pounds. So do you open it?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So as you open this bag, I'd like you to roll. No, I'm joking. You open the bag and
I was so ready for it.
you open the bag, and you immediately get a fright and you let go of the bag. Inside, a face looking up at you. You just make out these closed eyes, a pool of blood sitting at the bottom. You just make out the face, dark eyes, quite sharp features, dark hair. That's all you can make out just by glancing in it. Anything else here? What do you do?
I would take the bag to the rest of the party and then tell them I found a face.
So do you empty out do you remove the head, or do you just leave it in the bag?
I basically just hold up the bag.
All right.
I'm standing there with a bag dangling from my forearm, and I found a face.
I take the bag from Sassoon and see if I can recognize the face.
All right. Do you take the head out, or do you still leave it in the bag?
I just open the bag and look inside.
Yeah, you look in. On closer inspection, I'd say roll an investigation, perhaps.
Right.
You just look. Actually, it would be perception. Sorry, because you're just looking.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll just take whatever you rolled and add your perception modifier to it.
Alright. Are you sure? Can I roll again? I rolled like a 1, so...
Yeah, I know. You look in, and it's such a ghastly sight, Deirdre. Quite unexpected. You were not sure what what Sassoon had meant by he'd seen a face. And you hold this, and you see this thing looking up at you. You turn your head away immediately, and kind of just drop it. Not quite getting a good look. It's quite ghastly. It's covered in quite a bit of blood and gore.
can I check if it's human? You know,
Yeah.
I just
Do you?
peer into the bag.
Okay, you look into the bag.
Because I obviously saw the disgust on Beatrix's face. I
Yeah.
just want to check if, you know,
Yeah. Roll
check if
roll
it's human.
an investigation.
17 plus 4, 21.
Yeah, you not building up the courage to look in. You open up the bag, kind of holding your breath a bit, and you take a good hard look at this face. Kind of it's turned to the side, so it's face up when you look into the bag, because the head is like top heavy, so it's kind of leaning back, so you only really see the face. You kind of shift the bag away slightly. The features are sharp, and the eyebrows are quite neat and tidy, and dark hair, and quite a fair face when you look past all the blood and gore. So you can already realize that this is definitely an elf. And you when you move the bag just to the side, you realize that there are pointed ears, and you recognize this as being probably a wood elf.
Okay, then I just tell Beatrix and the others, no, this is. I don't recognize the face, but I recognize it to be a wood elf.
Okay.
That's probably where they got the bow from as well. I don't know if wood elves live in this part of the woods, but I think they might have ambushed this one and killed him.
Yeah.
Can I check the other two remaining bodies for like any information if their campsite is nearby? Do they have like extra traveling equipment? Is this just like a hunting party?
Yeah, roll another investigation, but we'll just combine the two. Yeah.
Can I assist them?
Yeah, roll with advantage.
So 17 and a 19.
Nice. All right, so you go to these other two goblins, you and Beatrix, giving them a good once over and a look round. You actually do find a silver brooch, elven made, very intricately put together, in like a leaf form, almost similar to what you see in Lord of the Rings. Quite beautiful. And it shines on the edge of your firelight, and it almost looks like it absorbs the light of the stars. And looking,
sorry, my headphones just stopped working.
That's okay.
You were talking about a brooch.
Yeah, so like a silver brooch in the shape of a leaf with other intricate silver lines kind of crisscrossing over it, like similar to what you have in Lord of the Rings. When they receive those cloaks from Lothlorien I can't remember the forest's name anyway. And
Sorry, am I still not allowed to do concentration spells?
you can do concentration. It's just that when you do also at this point, Bless only lasts for a minute, so Bless would have dropped off of everyone at this point. You can cast another concentration spell. It just means that other concentration spell you cast immediately drops. If that makes sense.
Can I please do check whether there's any magic in this bag, whether it's just a bag or maybe hidden magic properties?
Alright, hang on, before we get to that, let's just quickly finish the investigation that Sassoon and Beatrix are doing. So also on those goblins you do find a few rations, not much, a couple of days worth, I'd say 2. And you also notice that when you open up these two, their faces kind of being more intact, you open up their jaws and you notice that their teeth are filed down, marking them as being part of the Cragmore group of goblins. Just looking at what they're carrying, basic bed rolls and stuff like that, it looks like they were perhaps just a foraging scouting party, perhaps a band that was sent out to raid the trade routes, not the trade routes, the paths or whatever. And judging by what they have, it doesn't look like they are out are meant to be out for too long. It doesn't look like they're carrying massive amounts of equipment and provision. So
who is close by at this stage? Is it only Beatrix and me, or is everybody?
well, it's up to everyone else. At this, it's only you and Beatrix looking at at this. But it depends. We're not looking at the map right now, just so that everybody knows. This is now theatre of the mind. So whoever is around Sassoon and Beatrix can be, and we'll get to Emma now in a bit. So yeah. So what would you like to do, Sassoon?
If that's why I'm asking. Is it only Beatrix that's close by because he helped me with the...
Yeah. Well, for now, let's say yes, unless anyone else would like to come stand nearby.
No, I would just like to tell Beatrix that what are the chances of us getting two elvish partners and then elves also getting attacked? Do you think that might be related?
Just ask again. Sorry, Sassoon. I heard you very softly.
So we just got two new elvish partners to help, and then
Right.
we find a group of elves getting attacked.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but either gotta have to look out for them to avoid them from getting hurt, or is someone connected?
Yeah, they might just be on a little bit of their own mission.
It's possible. I mean, apart from them helping us, how much do we really know?
True. But yeah, that you can probably keep the brooch, or we can show them the brooch. Maybe the brooch will give us more information.
All right, let's jump over to Emma. Emma, what would you like to do? Emma, are you there?
Did we lose people?
I don't know. They seem to be on. We can't hear you guys. Alex, Rensha. We can't hear you. Anyway, we can get to them at another point as well. I think we're going to cut it there for tonight. Is there anything anyone would like to do before we cut it?
No, I just want to go back to basically the fireplace, the camp.
All right.
But no, there's nothing Ada or Roger would like to do.
All right.
Well,
Good from my side.
Okay.
I would just like to know from Emma. Well, now I see they're off. Maybe the internet dropped there.
Yeah.
I'm on.
From do they recognize the elf?
All right. There we go. We can hear you, Alex.
Yeah, sorry, our computer's disconnected completely. I don't know what happened to our network.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before
So
we get to add-on, Emma, if she's there, what would she like to do?
I was busy with Sassoon. I might have missed something. Yeah. I told him, like, apart from them saving us, what do we really know about them?
Oh yeah, basically just said not really much at all, but we could just show them the brooch, see if they know anything about the specific leaf.
Yeah. All right, cool. Cool. That's fine.
All right, Emma, what would you like to do?
Well, check on a perception check to see what the hell happened with our internet, but I'll check on whether there's any magical properties to this bag.
All right.
If,
So you want to cast detect magic then?
yeah.
All right. So you cast detect magic. It has a 30-foot range. You don't notice any magical item. You don't. It doesn't give off any magical indication, or it doesn't highlight any magic. However, the party around you, most of everyone emits some form of magic from some item that they have, or something like that. So there's no magic on the goblins or anything, or on the bag, but your party members glow with the magical items that they possess. All right. Anything else that you'd like to do? Have we lost?
Might have lost him again.
All right. No, that's fine. We're gonna. Are you back? Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll cut it there. Anything else before we do end? Like anything you want to say before you might forget by next week or whatever?
Well, I'm good.
All right. Then next week we'll pick up from a continuation of Emma's watch, if she wants to continue, or if someone else would like to take over. She can rest, and then
Yes.
we'll take it from there.
Awesome.
Sweet guys. Thanks for the lucky evening. Yeah, you guys must have a good week, and we'll catch
Thanks
up
for all
again
your
soon.
trouble, Peter.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks guys.
Cheers.
Cheers everybody. Bye. Bye.